everyone, today I have a good old-fashioned thrifted activewear haul. So yes, taking it back to when I first started reselling and I was only selling activewear on my POSH ATHLETICA closet. I still do have that closet up and running. It just doesn't account for the majority of my sales anymore, but activewear is definitely still like my favorite, category of clothing to not only source but also resell. Unfortunately, I'm just not able to come across the brands and styles, because on that closet I don't just sell activewear as a whole, but I kind of curate it even further to current brands and styles. And then it's also kind of hard to find those pieces at an affordable price where I could still make a decent profit on them, but this haul is some of the pieces that I have thrifted recently. If you do follow me on Instagram or TikTok, you might recognize some of these pieces that I film little thrift with me's with. So if you are interested in seeing mini thrift with me's, you can follow me on Instagram or TikTok. I'm just at posh_athletica everywhere, because this stuff I definitely did not get from all one thrift store. So if you want to see kind of how many pieces I get at each thrift store, you could kind of check out those little videos. I think I have posted some of them as shorts on here too, but I don't know if I'm caught up yet. But yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and get started. The first pair of leggings are these fun printed leggings, and when I first saw these I didn't see any brand or logo, but I felt them and I was like, shut up. I'm pretty sure those are woven thread leggings, which is a favorite brand of mine to sell. They are a sustainable activewear brand. The stuff is made out of recycled plastic bottles. And then upon further inspection, sure enough, it does say woven. It really blends in with the print though, so I didn't see it when I first looked at it. The only thing though, I follow basically all my favorite brands to sell, I follow on Instagram, and I do that so I can see what the current styles are and everything. And I know that Woven did just kind of release their own secondhand section on their website, so you can buy pre-owned woven pieces. So I don't quite know how that has affected the resale value on Poshmark and other resale sites. So we will see, but these are in great condition. And Woven kind of has that kind of distinct feel. Basically all leggings that are kind of made out of that recycled plastic fabric kind of have the same feel. They're a bit thicker than tiki or something, but if you ever see a fun mandala print or something like this, I would definitely use Google Lens to see if it is Yamasole, because they don't have any exterior logos or anything. So sometimes when I've been unsure, I use Google Lens and or I just straight up recognize the prints, and sure enough it comes up. So yeah, next up, these are a fun pair of actually they're legging material, but they're actually flared bell bottoms. As you can see, they have a fun mermaid print to them. And this brand I've actually only sold once before, so I can't actually really speak on how the brand really sells, but the one time I did find it before, it sold really fast for a good amount. It's the brand Eagle Rock Workshop, and the other leggings that I found, I thrifted them in Eagle Rock, but these I thrifted here in San Diego. And this kind of flare bell bottom style is really trendy right now. So I looked on their website, and sure enough, this is actually a current style, currently for sale on their website. So we'll see how these do, but Eagle Rock Workshop isn't a super popular brand. They definitely have a following, but they're not a brand on Poshmark, so you have to manually type in the brand. So there's not a ton of comps, but they do look really decent. So I'll probably list these at in the $60 range and see what happens. I don't think I saw any other bell bottom flare pants on there, but yeah, that was an exciting find. And next up, these are another fun pair of leggings. They're a glitter holographic legging, and they are from the brand Beach Riot, which is one of my favorite brands to sell. They some leggings do better than others, obviously. My leggings that were very embellished with studs on them, they had studs in the shape of stars on them, those did really well. I think those were actually a collab with Carbon 38 though. So yeah, Beach Riot, I'm probably gonna list these maybe again in the low 60s, and then maybe accept an offer in the $50 range. But with Beach Riot and like all brands of leggings, I only pick up leggings that are high-waisted and full length. So if they were crops, if they were low rise, I would have passed. 7/8 length is fine, but I don't do like below the knee crops, you know? Those are just kind of just not the style that I'm going for with my closet, if that makes sense. But yeah, moving on. This pair of leggings is from Set Active. And I've actually never sold this fabric before. The only other Set Active leggings I've sold have been their like seamless fabric. So we'll see how this fabric does. It's kind of just like a like brushed fabric. But all Set leggings, sometimes this like interior part will like come off because it's just printed on. But they all always have Set at the ankle. So always check the ankles and see if they say Set. It's just like a popular, like very trendy activewear brand. They have a big following on TikTok and on Instagram, and those are kind of my favorite brands to sell because they tend to move really quickly for me. And then another exciting find, these are another pair of Beach Riot things. Well, these are shorts, not leggings. So again, and it's like this fun floral print. Also, like Beach Riot did a collab with Love Shack Fancy. That stuff obviously can do super fabulous, but anything, you know, Love Shack Fancy does pretty well. So these are a fun print. You know, they're just shorts, so they won't get as much as leggings, but I'm excited to have found these, especially because there was also the matching sports bra with it, which is exciting. It's like a long line sports bra. Sports bras for me have kind of been harder to come across because thrift stores have kind of been marking them up at like, you know, $8.99 or something. But, you know, sports bras don't sell for as much as leggings, so I can't really like justify paying that for like a bra. I can justify paying like $8.99 for leggings because they might sell for like $60, but like not for a sports bra, you know? So luckily this wasn't marked up, which is very nice. I've kind of been shopping more at like non-Goodwill thrift stores just because I feel like Goodwills in my area have just been like doing their research and they just like look up brands, so it's just not really worth my time to go. Like I'll pop in if I'm in the area, but I never really make like a trip to a Goodwill anymore. But yeah, anyway, Goodwills though are nice because they do have activewear sections. But anyway, next item, these are actually some joggers. But they are like legging material and they are from Athleta. And as you can see, they are the Salutation jogger. So anything that has like the style name written there is a more recent style. These are from spring of 21. If you look on like the Athleta material tag, this small tag underneath it has all like the information of like the style number. The first number at the top, it says S/ and then a series of numbers. That's the style number. And then second to the bottom, it says SP21. That means it was released in spring of 21. This is the Athleta logo. I'm sure you're familiar with it. Beach Riot, and by the way, doesn't have a logo. It's just like on the interior where it says Beach Riot. So yeah, Athleta like pants actually do pretty well for me. So like not necessarily leggings, but like they have their line that's made for like travel and like work and stuff. That stuff does pretty well for me. And so yeah, anyway, but moving on, these are some shorts. They're actually men's shorts, and as you can see, they are Peloton shorts. You know, Peloton activewear was doing like really well a few years ago. I'm sure some styles still are pretty desirable, but these were just like a really good price at the thrift store. I think they were only like, you know, $1.99 or something, and I just saw these because they were on the end of a rack. So of course they caught my eye, and then I saw the Peloton logo. So, you know, I'm definitely still going to be able to make a profit on those, but I would definitely like look up particular Peloton pieces before you know, potentially pay like more than $5 for them, you know. But yeah, next up, another Athleta piece. I would say Athleta is like one of my favorite brands to resell. These are just some joggers, and they are super soft and they're in great condition. So yeah, these are a size large, and let's see, these are from fall of 21. So these aren't necessarily the Athleta pants that I'm kind of talking about, because these I feel like are more casual, like athleisure, but like the ones that you could kind of wear like that are like outdoorsy pants, or that you can get away with wearing like to work, those are the athletic pants that I really like selling. But yeah, these I actually, I never really pick up this brand, it's Aerie, but these are their like trendy crossover waist leggings. And as you can see, they are new with tags. These I found at a Salvation Army. So like, as you know, Salvation Army, they just have like flat pricing. They don't mark anything up, even if it's new with tags. So for that reason, I picked these up. But, you know, I probably would pass on these at a regular thrift store just because they probably would be marked up. You know, not expecting like a ton for these because they're just Aerie, so they're not super expensive to begin with. But I think I can get like, you know, low 30s, high 20s. So yeah, again, at Salvation Army, I found these leggings, and they are Lululemon Align leggings. But if you have watched like my previous activewear hauls, you know Lululemon is like not one of my favorite brands to sell. Like I don't dislike it. It's just like I don't get super excited about it just because, I mean, like unless I find like a very current style, it's like it's just very saturated on Poshmark, so it doesn't move very well unless you have like a current or like limited edition style. I will say like I have sold like the Lululemon Lab pieces. Those do really well. Lululemon Lab is like their like creative like incubator for like more like just like designed styles, and that stuff does really well for me. But these like Aligns are kind of like a go-to legging that a lot of people like, and so you know they move decently well, but not for like a ton. I mean they do decent, like, but not for like a ton of money. But yeah, anyway, these are another pair of like flared leggings. So they kind of have this ruffle at the bottom, and they are from Free People Movement. And Free People Movement, again, I always like look up comps before I pick it up just because there's a lot of like Free People liquidation and stuff. And so if you have a style that was, you know, people received in like liquidation and stuff, it's going to be like very saturated on Poshmark, and there's going to be a lot of like new with tag styles. But these, you know, seem to do really well, especially with like the trend with like flared leggings. So I'm hoping for like, you know, 45 to 55 for these. And then we have yet another Athleta piece. This is actually a jumpsuit. So this is kind of another piece that I like selling because it's, again, it's something you could like kind of wear casually to work maybe, or, you know, out and about traveling. It is a size extra large. I'm not quite sure when, let's see, here's the tag. This was produced, oh, I think it's cut out. But again, it's the Willow jumpsuit. So yeah, I'm hoping for a pretty decent amount for these as well. Probably start them in like the $60 range. And then this is like a bread and butter for me. These are just some Beyond Yoga leggings in this fun print. These are just like, they call them like their luxe leggings. They're like a performance legging. They feel like slick spandex, and but their space dye leggings do the best for me. You know, their space dye fabric, it's not just called that because of like the marled look. That's like the name of their fabric. And it's just like a very soft brushed material that people really like. But also their metallic leggings and stuff do really well for me. Just these leggings I normally price at $45, and then I'll accept between $35 and $45. But yeah, moving on, we have another pair of kind of like that crossover waist, which is really trendy, but these kind of have this panel behind it, so you don't really get that V shape on your waist. But nevertheless, crossover waist, nice teal color, and these are from the brand Petula. Let me see if I can find the logo right here. Another like trendy social media popular brand. Like a lot of Instagram influencers are sponsored by Petula, and so like they wear their stuff on, you know, their videos and stuff. So like they just kind of have like a pretty big following. But Petula though in particular, they have like a big following because their stuff is pretty like affordable compared to other brands. So you know, you won't get like a crazy amount for Petula leggings, but whenever I find them at like a good price, like under $5, I pick them up because they've always sold really fast for me. Again though, I won't pick up like the crops or anything, but yeah, full length leggings definitely I'll pick up. These are an example of like an Athleta pant I like selling. It's kind of like their travel pant that's like wrinkle resistant. These I believe were older, you can tell by the tag, but I did pick them up because Athleta pants like this do really well. They're a size 16 and these are from spring of 17, so normally like 2018 is kind of my cutoff, but they were like priced like very reasonably. And on top of that, there was another pair there, exact same style, size 16, just in black, so easy listing there. So I did pick up those, and then again at Salvation Army, I found these new with tags aloe shorts. They are a men's short, but you know, Salvation Army shorts I think are really cheap. I forget how much, what, like $3.99, $4.99. So that was great. There's no price on the aloe price tag, but these are the 9-inch repetition short, size extra large, men's shorts. Nice black color, which is, you know, just like a nice neutral color. The only thing, sometimes it's nice to find like limited edition colors because, like, you know, most places, like their black version of things are always available, but like they'll do like limited edition prints or colorways, and so those, you know, are not available like 24/7, like they're just like the limited time. So sometimes those can do better, but I feel like black is kind of just an essential for people, so it also can do well. But anyway, next up is this sports bra, and this was really cheap. I think this was honestly like $1.99 because there's no markings anywhere in it, no brand, no size, no nothing. But I've actually sold this style before, so I recognized it, and the fabric felt very familiar, and it's actually the brand Niyama Soul, which is another like sustainable activewear line, you know, made out of recycled plastic bottles, so the fabric feels similar to woven threads as well. This bra though, I knew it was an older style, but since it was like pretty cheap, I just picked it up, but not expecting a ton for this. But some of their leggings and sports bras are super duper like sought after, so like you can get like sell them for above retail price just because they're a rare print, or they're like a JLo style because like JLo had like her collab with them and she wears a lot of their leggings and things. So yeah, Niyama Soul, they kind of have like more whimsical and just like very unique prints on their leggings. So if you ever see some leggings that feel like good quality and they feel like that sustainable recycled plastic fabric, I would definitely again use Google Lens because it's very easy for like Niyama Soul and woven because they always have very like unique prints. So like something will come up on Google Lens if it's a match, you know. But anyway, this is something a bit out of the ordinary for me to pick up because it's a tank top, but it is aloe, which is again another one of my favorite brands to sell. But I typically don't pick up tanks. I for sure don't pick up like full length tanks unless it's like at the bins or something. But maybe I'll pick up crop tanks. This is kind of, I could kind of tell by like the cut and just the way they did their branding on it that it was like a more current style, and it is a size large. So I went ahead and picked it up because again, this wasn't marked up because I got it at like a thrift store where everything is like very cheap and they don't look up brands. So yeah, this, I don't know how much I can expect to get for it, but I typically don't pick up tanks just because the resale value is like the lowest out of everything. Okay, leggings and jackets are probably the most, and then sports bras, and then well, probably shorts, and then sports bras, and then tank tops are at like the very bottom. So yeah, that's yeah, not something I normally pick up, but at a good price, you know, why not? And then another new with tags item, again, just black leggings, but they are Girlfriend Collective, no like logo, you know, exterior logo, but Girlfriend Collective, another like sustainable activewear brand made out of like recycled materials. Again, these are just black, and Girlfriend Collective like a few years ago used to be kind of harder to kind of get your hands on. Now it's a lot easier to like, you know, get their items because their stuff doesn't sell out super fast, and you could find some of them like in stores as well. And a lot of like Girlfriend Collectives they do limited edition colors, and those ones you could sell for more than like this black color is always available, but it is high-waisted, full-length, they're pocket style, so I know someone will definitely want it for like a good deal. So I did pick these up. And then last item, this is actually another new with tags item, and what do you know, it is Lululemon. I did pick these up at a local like consignment store because I had a lot of credit. and they didn't like they're new with tags Lululemon, but I don't really think they realized that it's like it's a limited edition. Like, I mean, I feel like a lot of Lululemon's collections are limited edition, but these are the Ed Curtis collab. So it says like Lululemon like that on the side. They are a size 2. The only thing with Lululemon, like the reason why like I don't love selling them is because they are faked so much. And honestly, I'm more like alarmed when something is new with tags, because like I don't know if like for some like on TikTok it's like really booming right now, like girls ordering like fake Lululemon from like I forget what website, like DHgate, and like they're doing like hauls of all this Lululemon stuff, and it's all new with tags, and it all comes in Lululemon looking packaging. Like it looks like you straight up ordered it from Lululemon, and like they're very good fakes. So you really have to look at like the stitching and the logo, because like there's like subtleties where like the logo is just slightly off, and like the stitching you could tell is not like, you know, super high quality, and like there may be some typos in like the fabric tag or this hang tag. So you really have to like look out for that stuff. And like personally, I'm not like a big Lululemon fan, so like it's not like right off the bat I can look at something and know, oh, that's fake or that's real. So personally what I do is there's a Facebook group called Lululemon A to Z, and they kind of they have like different albums of just like basically every like Lululemon thing ever. They have it organized into like jackets, leggings, and everything. So it's actually a great way to identify the name of your Lululemon piece. If you know, if you have a current style, it has the style number like right around the size dot, so you can see like what you can easily Google what the style is. Let me see if I can find it here. So like I don't think you'll be able to read the style number, but maybe you'll be able to see that there's numbers around that number too. And so you can easily like type it into Google and find out what the name of your item is and what color it is. But if you do have an older style, you can easily look through their albums to find it, and it's like way easier than looking through Lulu Fanatics, just because of the way they do like the cover photo, if that makes sense. But also, if you're not able to find it, you can just post in the Facebook group saying like, oh, I need help identifying this piece, put some photos in, and you'll get a response within minutes of like the name of your item, what color it is, and it's like obviously free. So like I definitely don't recommend paying to like have people like tell you what the name of your Lululemon piece is, because you could get it for free on the Facebook group. But yeah, also they have an album where it's like how to identify fakes, and it'll show you like fake stitching versus authentic stitching and like all that stuff. So yeah, I definitely recommend like joining that Facebook group. It's called Lululemon A to Z. But yeah, anyway, that was my haul. Hopefully you enjoyed, and maybe you learned some new brands. You could subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy. And yeah, thank you so much for watching.